What's up, guys? It's Harrison Ormson with Ormson Aquarium Design. Haven't really done any posting lately. That tank, a lot has changed. Um, yeah. Uh, so much has happened. I set up that tank, 40-gallon breeder, that tank 2-gallon, built a stand for it. A lot of stuff has happened recently. This tank is still up. If you followed, the last video I posted was me setting this tank up. I gave you guys a rundown of how I do aquascapes, how I set up my planted tanks, or how I set up this planted tank, how I scaped it, how I planted it, how I set up lighting and filtration, and I thought I'd give you guys a little update on it. So that's what this video is about. Gonna do another video on that setup and possibly a short video on that smaller tank. But for now, just gonna give you guys a quick rundown of what's been going on, kind of quick rundown of what's been going on with this tank, what happened to Genghis, the pufferfish, and what is in here now.
So you can kind of see her, barely see her back there. What I bought was a male and a female Dario, or more commonly known, Scarlet Baddis or Batty. I haven't been able to get the male out. It's kind of annoying because they've been all day, and ever since I got them, they've been all exploring the tank and out in the open. And now, when I come to make a video, maybe they're scared of the camera, I don't know. But, yeah, he's nowhere to be found. He's back behind here. There's a rock, you can kind of see it, like right there. I think he's got a little nest kind of thing back there, a little hideout. But yeah, I can't get him to come out, or can't get him on camera really. Yeah, he's somewhere back in there. But I'll put a picture, a little link in the video and show you guys what it looks like. But yeah, so right now it's just chili reservoirs, Dario, horned narites, some tadpoles that I need to get rid of, some ram's horn snails, and some red cherry shrimp. My goal is to just get them to breed, get everything to grow, and get everything back to normal where it's clean. I don't think it'll be a problem. I need to trim this pogo a little bit and trim the mosses, trim a few other things. And yeah, other than that, everything looks good. Everything looks healthy. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about all the stuff that's been going on. Alright, so upon first glance, I don't know if I can't remember really if I had these glass lily pipes. Those I think are new. They're super dirty right now. The whole tank is very dirty. A lot has happened. The lily pipes look really nice. I still don't have a window film background. I need to do that. But it's really messy in here. It has been neglected fairly severely, and I'll tell you why. I went to the fish store and did an impulse buy, and it did not turn out very well at all. But now I have this tank which kind of makes up for it, and a really cool fish in there, and I'll give you guys the rundown on what's going on in the next video. But yeah, I bought a green spotted puffer, which is a brackish water fish once it's slightly more than a juvenile. They need salt to brackish water to survive, and when they're young they can survive in fresh water, but once they get kind of old they need salt water. So I bought him, I stuck him in this freshwater tank and hoped that I would have this tank ready and fully cycled by the time, I don't want you guys to see what's over there. Hoped he would be fully cycled by the time, he would still be alive and doing well. I didn't want him just to be surviving. I wanted him to be healthy in there. But unfortunately, he started to slip. I went out of town, left plenty of food for him, did a big water change for him. And when I got back, I don't think my family really took care of him anyways, but he should have been fine without their care. I was only gone for a few days, but he was floating on the surface right over there, unfortunately. And yeah, so that kind of put a dampening on my 40-gallon breeder mangrove tank, unfortunately. But I kind of recovered from that and went to the fish store, found a really, really cool fish, something that I've always really, really wanted that kind of fit the mangrove setup a little bit more. This is, rocks and mangroves. Green spotted puffer is more of just a brackish water tank or fish. It does live in mangroves, but the fish I got will be much, much cooler and will allow me to do a lower end brackish setup, so I can, hopefully keep more plants. But anyways, back to this tank. What happened? Genghis was in here, the green spotted puffer, and as you know, green spotted puffers are not the nicest fish. They will kill almost anything that you put in a tank with them. So when I got Genghis, this tank was full of ram's horn snails, red cherry shrimp, Malaysian trumpet snails, and I believe I had horned nerites in here. I took those out because I knew he would probably munch on them. There's one right there. There's a few other ones in here. And I put him in there with probably 20 to 30 ram's horn snails. The next day, I woke up, the lights were on, Genghis was very fat, and there were no more snails. So obviously, it was impossible to keep any kind of algae eater that, would be able to do an effective job and enough time in there with him. He ate everything. So obviously, as you can see on the branches, I'm just now getting algae eaters and other fish in here, so it's super dirty, super nasty. Yeah, kind of gross. A lot of hair algae, a lot of, I think that's blackbeard algae, but that'll clean up once it's going to die off. There was a lot of snail carcasses. I had a lot of bulbidus in here. I'll tell you why in a minute. And I couldn't really clean it properly. There was a lot of detritus and poop from Genghis. Yeah. Anyways, I broke down my 55-gallon tank, sold a few plants to a friend in Arizona, and when I broke the tank down, I pulled all my bulbidus out so people could see how much it was. Some people were curious. A friend of mine, David, was like, how much is it? Or how much bulbidus do you have? So I tore it all out and I left it in here just to chill for a while. And so this tank, that's when the tank got really bad. Overgrown with hair algae, the moss that's back there, it's attached to the manzanita wood here and they're all over the place, but it was overgrown. Like where my fist is, there was all moss. So I pulled some of that out recently, did a big water change, and trimmed some of the plants. Another thing that's different is this light. My old light crapped out on me, so I bought this one. It's not elevated as much as the other one, so I can't get that really cool immersed bacopa growth that I was hoping to get. It was growing straight up out of the surface, in the back. I had 2 big stems coming up. Hopefully when I move, I'll get another light that can be elevated like that. Maybe an E-Live setup, or I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll build or buy another light razor that'll fit on a light like this. The current one I have doesn't. It's just the way these guys, it's too wide. So my light razor is like right here. They would have to bend really far. Anyways, that's where the tank is now. It's super dirty. It's gonna recover obviously now that I've, now that I have algae eaters and stuff in there. It's got ram's horn snails. I think that's a dead one that he ate partially. There's a live one back there. Ram's horn snails, horned neride snails. The Anubias barteri nana petite has grown like crazy since I haven't been able to really look at all the plants since Genghis was in there. But anyways, yeah, that stuff has grown like crazy. Back to stock, yes. Horned nerite snails. There's Malaysian trumpet snails in here. Chili rasboras. There's a few of them back in there. Let's see if I can find them all. I'm not going to be able to find them. Tadpole. Genghis was eating those. That's just left over from his food, basically. There's a chili rasbora. One of my favorite nanofish. Really, really cool. But what I'm trying to find right now to show you is a fish that is very small and very, very, very cool that I've always wanted to keep. And the fish store got a few in, so I bought them. Where are you? This is awkward. I'm gonna try to find them and then restart the video.